Well, this sucks. So, I've been getting a lot of comments asking where the Supra is. I mean, it's been almost a year since the car caught fire, and although I have done a lot of work to the car, I've kind of lost a little motivation. Not because I don't want the car back. I do want the car back. I want it back really bad, actually. I want to be working on it right now. The loss of motivation is due to potentially losing thousands of dollars. Potentially have lost, I guess, let's say it like that. Thousands of dollars that I spent trying to get parts from Australia. So let's take it back. Let's start from the beginning and let's fill everyone in on what's going on. So if you don't know, I have a Mark IV Supra. It's behind the door. I will show you guys it in its current state in a second. And late December last year, it caught fire right before a track event. 99% sure it was electrical fire. I'm 99% sure I know that the fuse box caused it. And it was just a freak accident. Shit happens. Car wasn't running or anything. It wasn't a popped off fuel line that I made. It was just an electrical accident. Old wire. Shit happens. Car caught fire. Waited for insurance to go ahead and tell me that I can start touching it before I touched it. So that took some time. And once I started touching it and I actually got cashed out on the car, I sent a sizable amount to a buddy in Australia to start locating some parts for me. He had parts already on hand, and he had, how would I word this? Connections, I guess, because that's what he did for the longest time was, you know, Supra stuff, buying Supras, selling them here, Supra parts, XYZ. And no, I'm not talking about Supermarket. I don't want anyone to think that I'm throwing shit at Supermarket. This is someone that I've never mentioned before. I have receipts that I'll post, just little Facebook messages going back throughout the whole year showing that I'm not just making this up. But yeah, I sent money there, and he said he was going to gather everything and send it over. It's been probably 6 months now, and I haven't received a single thing. And there are some excuses that he said that we will go through, but I might have lost about $5,000, which I know doesn't seem like a whole lot. Like, it is a whole lot. $5,000, if I had it now, I could buy the parts that I needed now, here. And some of the parts that I bought off of him were parts that he had. That's why. Some people might be asking, why didn't you just buy it all yourself, Drew? Well, one, he's like an expert in Supras, so he knows everything that I need. And two, he had a lot of the parts. So, sent him some of the money, yeah, don't have anything to show for it. So, I've been kind of annoyed, and I've talked with Supermarket on how to go about the situation. The problem is, he lives in Australia, but apparently recently just moved to Japan. So I don't know if all my parts are in Australia or in Japan. I'm not really sure. But I need my parts, and I don't know how to get them. And I don't want to, like, piss him off because he still has my money and or my parts, and I do want my parts. So I'm not going to name drop just yet. I don't think it's going to matter anyways. He doesn't have a shop. Like, there's no way my platform can really attack him, and I don't want to attack him. I just want my parts. So I'm just giving you guys kind of a look at what's been going on, because I've been working on this nonstop, and I told myself, why am I going to wrap this car if I have a full Supra that I got to build? And then I realized, I don't have any of the parts here. I can't even do anything to the Supra. Like, yeah, I could continue tearing it apart a little bit, but I've already done like 90% of that. And what's the point? There's like no motivation because I don't know when or if I'm even getting those parts. So I should just save my time and my energy and figure that out elsewhere. So I went ahead and wrapped this. And then I got this ZR1, and I was like, well, I shouldn't be wasting my money modifying it because I got to spend money on the Supra, especially if I just lost about 5K. So, well, I still spent money on her because she's a good girl and she's here now. So you're a good girl. Anywho, yeah, let me show you guys the car, and let me show you guys what I do have and what I was supposed to get from my boy in Australia. So I guess we'll start with the parts that I just have scattered around my house. There's the transmission right there, the T56. It's perfectly fine. No issue, no heat got to it. It's a little dirty and I haven't cleaned it, but it's fine. It's a little bit of a mess, but here are the rear wheels. Look great on my wall. Been using them as wall art for now. And here are the seats. The driver's seat is in pretty good shape. The passenger seat got charred a little bit, and this, I mean, they're both probably going to get they're going to get reupholstered. So not really worried about that. My motorcycle gears on them, I kind of just use them as like little storage things. Here's the motor. So the motor is like maybe 75% put back together. I got to finish torquing the head, and then I got to drop in the cams, which I have. I'll show you those in a second. And I bought new accessory stuff just to make sure that everything works good. I have all new plastics and stuff. So like the engine's pretty much good to go. I also got a new turbo manifold. So we're going to have dual wastegates. And then I spoke with Precision, and they're probably just going to repair or replace this turbo. This turbo will make the power I want. It's a 6870, so we're kind of good on engine side. We don't have an intake manifold. That was one thing that I did buy for my boy out in Australia. He had a Vale side, old school, super fucking, you know, antique intake manifold. Would have been super cool in the original JDM stuff. Hopefully I can still get that because I did pay him for that. But yeah, the motor itself is pretty good. Okay, here's the rest of the stuff. So I have a new radiator. I bought it off of my boy. He took it off his car, Powerhouse Racing radiator. Pretty new. I think he ran it for a little bit. Intercooler is still good, just a little dirty. All of my charge piping is probably bad, except for the titanium stuff, but like the aluminum over there, that piece is bad. Downpipe is good, mid pipe is good. Fenders are toast, but I'll show you what we have already on the car. And then my cams are down there. I have them kind of covered just from dust, and I have them sprayed and coated so they don't rust. So no dust, no rust on the cams. And then these are the front wheels, and I haven't replaced the tires. They're still charred up. Just obviously that's like the last thing I need to do. But yeah, these are some of the rest of the components that I have for the actual car. Some of it's usable, some of it's not. But once again, we don't fucking know. Okay, so now let me show you the car. So the car looks like a Supra again, but other than that, not much has changed. I might have even already showed this in a way earlier video. I figured just do the Supra videos in big ass chapters instead of like, oh, today I put a fender on, you know, like that's lame. But it looks like a Supra again. So like we got the body pieces, it looks good. We got the OEM front bumper, we have JDM fenders, and then we have the same style hood as before. And then if I lift it up, engine bay is all cleaned up, primered, ready to be painted pretty much. Before I paint it, I might drop the front subframe and steering rack and stuff and get that all rebuilt. But once again, there's no point in really doing that if I don't know what I have to spend now double money on, because I already spent so much on just trying to get the parts here, even though they're not here. I'm not going to open up the interior. It's pretty much all just torn out, besides the dash, but the carpet looks okay. Maybe just some new floor mats need to be made, and I vacuumed everything. Like, it looks clean in there. It looks fun. I could probably go climb and chill in there right now, but once again, no point because well, I don't have anything to really show. So yeah, that's kind of where it stands, and it's been just like that for months now, which again, it blows because I thought I was going to have the car done by September, or October. That was my original goal. My original goal was I'm going to work on this car. I'm going to do little pieces every day. Every day is going to add up, and eventually the car is going to be done. The problem is I can't work on the car if I don't have what I need. So the parts, the main parts that I need from him that I ordered, I might even have the list here. Let me pull it up really quick. I know for sure one of them is the chassis harness. That's like the big thing. God, there's so many texts. So here's what I bought from him. Engine bay water hoses, cam cross cover hoses, VVTi solenoid, headlight brackets from front bar, engine front covers, top and bottom, which I actually just went out and bought on my own. Brake master reservoir, brake booster hose, wheel arch liners, headlights, windscreen cowl and seal, lower radiator hose, windscreen seal, bumper top trim and seal, plastic trims and engine bay, bonnet release cable, bonnet cushion, steering arm boots, heater hoses, AC engine piping, PS lines for power steering lines, cam cover seals, cam seals, timing belt, oil dipstick setup, V-belt, and power steering pump air valve. Also went ahead, and these are genuine OEM ones that he got for me. So he got the cam cross cover hoses, headlight brackets, engine front top covers, engine lower radiator hose, windscreen seal, bumper trim seal, steering arm boots, bonnet cushions, heater hoses, cam cover seals, cam seals, timing belt, V-belt. This is all OEM stuff that I bought too. So that alone added up to $2,800. And then I bought the intake manifold off of him, which was like another $1,500 or something. I don't know. I'm just scrolling through all the messages right now, seeing where else my money was supposed to go. He was supposed to look around for a brake booster for me. My master brake booster got cooked, so I need a new one of those. And just other little things that he was supposed to do. Once again, I'm not like mad at the guy. I understand, you know, life happens and, you know, big things. I understand some of the things that he told me happened, and I'm not going to reveal his personal information and stuff like that, and some of the shit that he went through. But I mean, it's been 6 months. I don't know, at least maybe 8 months, because I think I placed this order in like April or May or something. So it's been at least 6 months. And I'm not saying, oh, you know what, drop everything you're doing and take care of me. But I did send like a shitload of money. So I don't know. I mean, am I tripping? Am I not tripping? I just want my parts or like a refund. I mean, ideally a refund with like, hey, look, it's sorry for wasting your time. Here's more money. That would be sweet. That would be awesome. But that's not going to happen. But yeah, like I do want the parts. If he genuinely has these parts, I want them. I just need them shipped here. So, like I said, I've met the guy in person. He's a cool dude. He's one of my buddy's really close friends. So that's why, like, I don't think he did this out of intention of like, hey, I want to scam this dude. I think it's just he's distracted and I haven't really been hounding him for my parts. So maybe we can blame me on part of it. Maybe I should be texting him every day. What parts do you have? What parts do you need? Where are they? When are you sending them? Give me a send. Give me a shipment. I don't know. So, yeah, it is what it is. But that's where the Supra's been. A lot of people have been commenting on my TikTok. A lot of people have been commenting on my videos like, Supra update. Well, where's the Supra? Is it running yet? And no, it's sadly not running yet. So hopefully, it will be done by summer of 2025. I genuinely think if I get all of those parts, I can have the motor together in less than a week, completely together, ready to drop in. I can have the turbo sent out and rebuilt in less than a month. So, you know, end of January, it'll be good to go. I can drop it all in. I can put in the harness. My ECU's good. I checked that. I could put in the harness. I could put in the engine. I could put in the transmission. I can have colored fittings come out and make the fuel lines and the catch can. I can get new plumbing for the turbo, new charge pipes and stuff. It's not that much to do. It just all needs to go in the fucking car, and I can't put it in the car until I have the harnesses here. That's the big dilemma. So I genuinely think if I get the car back and I get all the pieces back together, I think it'll take me no more than a few months to do it. You know, if I really want to get it done, I can get it done in probably less than a month. But without beating my back and doing nothing but working on the car, it's going to take some time. So, anyways, there's a minor update, I guess. So let me know your thoughts down below. Am I ever going to see those parts? Am I ever going to get my money back? Yes, I guarantee my hair looks like shit this video. It is early in the morning and I just woke up. So I'm also trying to let it grow out. I know a lot of people are saying cut your hair. I used to have long hair. Like I used to have longer hair. So I'm at that awkward Justin Bieber phase that I hate. But once I can get past that, hopefully it's good to go. So anyways, subscribe, drop a like. No GoFundMe, but yeah, drop a like. Anyways, until next video, peace.